So here we are going to start with a paper that's 4 by 9, and then we are going to score it at in half and at 8.5, or you can flip it around and score in half on each side. And we are going to make a belly band, and this is cut 1.5 by 8 5/8, and we are going to score it at 3/4, 4.5, and then we are folding it like so. So this will make a belly band to slide. So now I'll take this away. And I'm not sure I told you the measurements for these, but it's 8 by 4. I got these out. So this is from the 12 by 12 paper. So we're going to glue this on, yeah. I have to think myself if I need some magnets before I glue it down. Done that many times, glued it down and then find out I needed the magnets. So I think I will fold these inside so you can see where to glue it. And we are going to take this belly band on. So take it around here. So now this is 1/8 of an inch here. You can see longer than this, so it will slide easy. So we will glue this on. I think I will use my score tape here. So now we can glue this on the page, but I think we first make a tag here. So here I cut out from the solid paper, and that's 4 by 6, and this is from the 8 by 8 paper. And you can find some images on the black paper. So we can start gluing this down. Just make sure it's enough room here. So. And if you find it too much to buy all the stickers and all the papers, you don't have to do that. Just buy some of them and find the papers you like, because it's a lot of papers leftovers when we're finished with this. So it's just to show you a bit how you can use it. So now we can cut around it. And it's also a good idea to wait a bit so the glue can dry, but for the sake of the video I won't do that. You can also always go back later and glue it down if something is loose. So now we cut random around here, and if you find it difficult to do that, you can always take your marker and see if I can get this to work. Didn't work? Okay, but drew a line around here. And that's very helpful when you have a line to cut after. So when it's intricate, I often do that. but it doesn't have to be perfect, and you see it's not. So we do as good as we can. So we can take a little bit off here maybe. So now we have made a tag. So you can also make one color paper behind here and then make it for journaling, but I just leave it for some photos for both sides here. So I'm not so much of a journaling person, so it's most photos. So now we can take this over here and glue it down. So now we are just going to glue on the hinges here. So here you can use score tape or liquid glue. So if I can line it up here. Sorry if you see a lot of my hair, I need to have it close up to see. So here, about. So now this can go inside here, and this will slide. And we're also going to, this is the only pinch we are going to make a flip tag out here. So that's we're going to make now, I think. It's under here. So this is cut a bit smaller than 4" by 12, and we are going to score it at 7.5 here. So on the other side. Oops. So always score on the side you want to fold it this way. So 7.5" we are going to score. I think I need to move this a bit out of the way. And then I think we start with the outside here. So we are going to use one of these banners here with the clock on. And here I have a little magnet behind. So, and I took a strip of paper and scored it at the 1/2" here. So, take some glue here. And then I go all the way up, mostly. And this is from the cardstock cutouts, and this we are going to glue on here. So, not glue, we are going to take some brads here, I think. You can glue it on the sides if you like to. So just talking about while this is drying here. So we can cut this out, and I'll go maybe 1/8 inch on the outside here. Round it a bit in the end. I go here, I think. And as you see, I don't move my scissor, I move the paper. So we're lining this on the back here. I can show you with the glue as well. So just take some glue here. Try to find the middle about Here you can make a mark in the middle if you like to, but just eyeball it. So now we can take this on here. Let's see where we want it. We need to poke some holes. Almost forget, we need a magnet on the back here. So here I think. I will take the magnet now before I get it. I forget it. So this one has glue on. You don't have to use magnets, it can be hanged, that's all. But I like the effect of it, and that will hold the tag that's going in here. And I forgot to go outline this, so we'll do that. Here you see it's a bit of a gap here because I didn't wait long enough for the glue to dry. So we can go back later and glue it down. So now just stick them in here. So this piece here is cut the same length as the little flap. That means 4.5 by 4, I think. Yeah. And we can glue this on before we take the tag side. So here is from the sticker sheet, and I glued it on the solid papers and the buttons. So this will go inside here. So this will slide down if you don't have a stopper for it. You can make a stopper here if you don't like this one, or this magnet will hold it. So now for the inside. This was the rest of when I cut out my papers. I just cut the papers down to 8 inch, and then I cut it at a bit smaller than 4 down this way, and then you get one piece left on the other side. So this is what I'm using here from the 12 by 12 paper. And here I have one from the backing paper from the 12 by 12, and this small here I cut out from that was the first papers side on the paper where the big roaster is. So this was in the corner up here, so I just cut them out. But if you have some other corners, or you can use that, or you don't have to use anything at all. You can use some from the sticker sheet if you like to. And I like to glue small pieces down with multi-matte, but since I've inked this up, if the glue comes on the outside it can smear out and it won't be so nice, so I will take just a bit of this on here. Be careful so it won't go outside. To the corners. If you have some metal corners, it will also be nice to use here. So, but you really don't need a lot of embellishment with this paper if you like to fussy cut. It's so much fun to cut out. So. Also glue this down first and then ink it up later. But I think if you ink it up over, if you have some glue on the outside, maybe it will show up then also. So, and on the back side, use this from the coordination paper. Here's a lot of place for journaling. And here you also can decorate with some fussy cut and yeah, or stickers if you like to. So now this is ready to be taken in, but we will finish up. Where was I? No. This is from the chipboard cutouts, and I painted it with this red fired brick, and then it looked like this, so it's a bit too bright, you see, for this. I think so, anyway. So then I took black soot and distressed over, so that you get the more darker and more live in it, so yeah. So here I also placed a magnet, so we're going to have something on the back here. You can take some for journaling. So when this is dried, we will cut around it. This was from solid papers, solid and patterns, 6 by 6 maybe I should call it, so you understand it. So I hope this will glue now. And I'll just take a black paper behind here. But if you like some images behind here, you can do that. And yeah, when this is cut out, there are some popping up around here. Then you can use a file, or this, I showed you this sanding block, or if you have a nail file, you can go around and file it off. So now we can glue this on here. So I will take a plastic behind here, so I'm sure I'm not gluing it all down. So yeah, maybe a magnet we need to do that first. No, I almost forgot. So we need to place this inside to see. Here we need to cut it all the way into the chipboard so it doesn't build on the outside. And I don't want to cut into the chipboard, so it's a bit slow here. I think this will work. If not, we have to adjust it a bit. From this side, I think. Oops. So place it where we want it. Want this to line up with the top here. So then we take the magnet. So we will place that behind here, there. So now we can glue it down. Center it. So we can put the tack inside here. Hopefully it will fit. If not, we have to cut out a bit on the sides. Yes, it does. So, and now I see this builds up a ½ inch here, and that I didn't think about. So we need to score another ½ inch here. So we will do that. We'll score it at 5 inch. So hopefully we manage this now. Should have done that before. So now you don't have to do the same mistake as I did. It's a bit thick here, but it works. So for one of the sides it builds up on the sides, and the other side I think it will not do. So you can also start from the other side if you cut out the frame on the opposite side, and then you don't have to do this, because I think from this side it will go on the top. Yes. So if you do that, you don't have to score this line. Here I'm learning myself. So now this should be sliding under here, if it's not too tight. Yeah, that works. Like so. I also have another image here. I'm not sure I'm going to use that. Not on the outside. There it can go. And here I can take some multi-matte on. When it's tiny pieces, it's great to glue down with a multi-matte. This is a cutout from the 12 by 12 paper. It was a big stamp on one of the cutout sheet or tag sheets. So. And you can always place a photo over here again, so just like to decorate it up. I use it just as a secret message on the back here and a peekaboo here. So we will take some ink around here as well. So we'll have to be a bit careful because of the magnet, and it will show up if we ink too much, so just take a bit on the edges. I get it a bit distressed. So wait a bit with that, so let this dry. So now we have finished up the first two here, and I also found this, some leftovers. This is all I have leftovers, so I thought this maybe fits inside here. So give it a bit more contrast. So then we will start on this page in the next part. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I wish you a great day and have fun creating. Bye bye.